So, great news. Ian Watkins, one of the most evil human beings who has ever lived on the face of the planet, died a couple days ago now. I made a short a couple days ago when the news first broke, but I don't know. I know shorts get more views, but whatever. I just don't like having them. It's kind of like an OCD thing, so I'm going to make it into a video. So anyway, Ian Watkins, if you don't know, was the lead singer of a UK band called Lost Prophets. And he was thrown in jail back in 2012 for some of the worst crimes ever. I don't really want to go into detail. I think most people already know, but if you don't, you can Google it, because I'm not going to describe it here. But to give you the basis, and yes, this is the basics of it, the man was one of the most sick pedophile child molesters of all time, including the attempted, apparently he never actually did it, he just tried to, the attempted rape of a baby. But even though he didn't actually do that, he's still sick for trying. Plus, he also molested multiple older kids and teenagers, so it's obviously not forgivable. And he also did horrible things with fans, including forcing his own fans to have... He actually forced one of his fans to have a child just so that they could violate it. And I know what you're thinking, Matt. That's a lot, Matt. Yeah, trust me, that's only the surface. Trust me, that's the surface. So, consult Google if you want to know more details. But he was unbelievably sick, to like astronomical levels. Anyway, a lot of people were thinking, how did he survive in jail for the last 13 years without being bludgeoned to death with a fucking hammer? Well, he's been in protective services for most of his time in jail, serving a 29-year sentence. I don't know why it wasn't a life sentence or the electric chair, but welcome to the modern justice system. Anyway, so his sentence was only 29 years when it should have been way longer. And yeah, he was in protective services, but two of the inmates finally got to him and stabbed him 38 times. I think it might be 30. I forgot the number. I tried to look it up, but none of the articles state the actual number. Either 38 or 36 times, stabbing him repeatedly. And then on the very last one, they slit his throat, killing him instantly. I honestly hope to God that he was alive right until the throat slit, because that means he would have felt all 38 of the stabs beforehand, and I can't think of anything better for that guy. Can't think of anything better. And what's kind of sad, though, is that the two guys that killed him were charged with murder. I'm sorry, you are charging two heroes with murder. You know what? Fuck right off. Okay, let's start a petition. I don't know the names of the two inmates that killed him, but get their names and start a hashtag free Ian Watkins murderers, because those two are heroes, and yeah, they should be honored with a Nobel Peace Prize, not charged with murder. Okay, I know they did murder a person, but let's be fair, Ian Watkins doesn't really count as a person, so who gives a shit? Also, for people who might be saying something like, yeah, but he was in jail, it's not like he could hurt anybody while in jail. Not physically, no, but did you know that even during that time, like the last 13 years, he was still having communication with his fans and talking about sick shit? The man had no remorse whatsoever. When he was caught, he actually referred to his crimes as mega lols. This man was not only sick, he reveled in the fact that he was sick. He referred to his crimes as mega lols. That's a man who don't give a fuck. So why the hell should I give a fuck? When I uploaded my short a couple days ago, somebody commented calling me a hypocrite because I said I don't believe in murder, because they were comparing it to Charlie Kirk. And that's amazing. They called me a hypocrite and said that my logic is flawed because I was against Charlie Kirk being killed but celebrating Ian Watkins being killed. Okay. You are a stupid fuck. You are dumb as shit. How can you compare a guy who was killed for sharing his opinions versus a guy who was killed because he was a absolute monster who wanted to rape babies? The fact that you have that thought in your head to say that these things are comparable and I'm therefore a hypocrite is fucking wild. We had a bit of a back and forth argument in the comment section. And he said, I can't wait for people to read how stupid, like, he was referring to, like, he was saying, I'm stupid, so he wants people to read the comments so they could see how wrong and how much of a hypocrite I am. And I supported people reading the thread, so what I did was I pinned his comment to the comment section. And 1 minute after I pinned his comment, he deleted his comment. So obviously, he didn't have much confidence in his fucking stupid-ass opinion, did he? Anyway. Fuck Ian Watkins. Great news. Absolute fucking monster. Enjoy. This is one of the few times I hope hell actually does exist. Because if it does, this man is being tormented for the end of time. If it's real, enjoy hell, Ian Watkins.